The rumors whispered through the town like a haunting refrain. The abandoned mansion at the outskirts held secrets darker than the night. Its imposing structure stood as a relic of forgotten times, its windows shattered, and ivy crawling up the walls like silent witnesses to its history. As someone drawn to the mysteries of the past, I couldn't resist the allure of its decaying beauty. One moonlit evening, I found myself standing before the mansion's imposing gates, heart pounding with a mixture of excitement and trepidation. The air seemed to grow colder as I stepped onto the creaking porch, my footsteps echoing like ghostly whispers. The door, half ajar, beckoned me forward. Inside, the darkness was suffocating, pressing against me from all sides. Dust danced in the moonbeams that filtered through cracked windows, casting eerie shadows that seemed to move of their own accord. The atmosphere was heavy with the weight of forgotten memories, secrets waiting to be unveiled. My flashlight pierced the darkness, revealing an opulent interior frozen in time. Furniture draped in dusty sheets, portraits of somber figures staring from the walls, it was as if the mansion held its breath, suspended between the past and the present. As I ventured deeper, the scent of decay mingled with the faint scent of something sweet, a sickening combination that hung in the air like a shroud. In a forgotten corner, I stumbled upon an old journal, its pages brittle with age. Its entries told of a tragic tale, a forbidden love, a curse, and a family torn asunder by their own desires. The more I read, the more the mansion seemed to come alive, its walls whispering the secrets they had borne witness to. As I delved further, a chill enveloped me, and I felt a presence at my shoulder, an apparition, a woman in a flowing gown, her eyes hollow sockets of despair. She reached out, her fingers icy as death, and whispered a name that echoed through the chambers, Eleanor. Eleanor's story was one of forbidden love, family strife, and a curse that would haunt the mansion for generations. The mansion had once been a grand estate, home to the wealthy and influential Hawthorne family. At the heart of the tale was Eleanor Hawthorne, a young woman with raven black hair and a spirit that burned as fiercely as her desires. Eleanor's heart had been captured by a man named Thomas, a stable hand who worked on the estate. Their love was a secret flame that burned in the shadows, hidden from the prying eyes of the world. Their stolen moments were brief but intense, as their love defied the boundaries of class and societal expectations. The patriarch of the Hawthorne family, Lord Nathaniel, was a stern and traditional man who held his family's reputation above all else. Unbeknownst to Eleanor and Thomas, he had arranged for her to be married to a wealthy suitor from a neighboring estate. Eleanor's impending marriage to a man she did not love tore at her heart, and desperation led her to seek a solution that could keep her with Thomas. Legend had it that an old, decrepit book hidden in the mansion's attic contained dark secrets and the knowledge of a forbidden ritual. Eleanor, driven by desperation and blinded by her love for Thomas, stumbled upon this book. The pages contained a ritual that promised eternal love, but at a price too dreadful to fathom. On the night of the full moon, Eleanor and Thomas performed the ritual in a hidden chamber within the mansion. Candles flickered, and the air seemed to thicken as they chanted the incantations that would bind their souls together. Unknown to them, their actions would unleash a curse that would forever alter the mansion's fate. The ritual's aftermath was devastating. The mansion became a prison for the souls of those who had been ensnared in its web of darkness. Eleanor and Thomas were bound to the mansion, their love twisted into a tormented existence. As years passed, their presence became a malevolent force, their restless spirits seeking solace and revenge in equal measure. Tragedy befell the Hawthorne family as well. The arranged marriage that Eleanor had sought to escape led to a series of misfortunes, leaving the once prosperous family in ruins. The mansion itself seemed to absorb the sorrow and bitterness of its inhabitants, its walls echoing with their pain. As the mansion stood abandoned, the tales of Eleanor's curse spread, each retelling adding an additional layer of horror. The Hawthorne mansion became a place to be avoided at all costs, a monument to a love twisted into a nightmarish legacy. And so, the mansion's halls became a sanctuary for the tormented, a haven for the supernatural, and a reminder that some stories are too dark to ever be forgotten. Eleanor's tragic tale echoed through time, a haunting testament to the dangers of love unbound and the horrors that can arise from a single moment's desperation. Fear constricted my chest, and I stumbled back, my flashlight flickering as if struggling against an invisible force. The mansion seemed to groan, its very essence responding to the unearthed memories. Panic surged through me as I realized the horror of what I had unleashed, the restless spirits of the mansion's tragic past. Frantic footsteps echoed behind me, growing louder with each beat of my heart. I fled through the mansion, the walls closing in, the shadows reaching out with ghostly fingers. In the final chamber, I found an old mirror, its glass tarnished by time. As I met my own reflection, it warped, revealing the hollow-eyed visage of the woman who had haunted my steps. With a blood-curdling scream, the mirror shattered, and darkness swallowed me whole. When I awoke, I was outside the mansion, my body trembling with a terror that refused to fade. The mansion stood before me, as silent as ever, a sentinel to the horrors within. I knew then that the secrets I had unearthed were too potent, too dark, to ever be contained again. My nights became restless, haunted by visions of Eleanor and the mansion's tragic tale. I could feel her presence, her whispering voice, lingering in the corners of my mind. And as time went on, I realized that the mansion's secrets were now my burden to bear, a curse I could never escape.